Hey, how's it going, everybody? Scott Spreitzer here, DocSports.com, and welcome to the update for Wednesday's card, December 18th, 2024. Got a comp play coming up tonight in college baskets. I'll get to that in just a moment. Kind of a mixed bag last night. I ended up losing a little bit overall as far as units were concerned. Had a 7-star college basketball play last night on North Carolina. Don't know if you saw the finish. About a minute to go in the game. They were up 84-82, getting 3.5 or 4 points, depending on when you got the play. They gave up the final 8 points of the game, missed a couple free throws, missed a 3-point shot. They lose by 8. Now, on the flip side, we had a nice win last night, and we'll take it, obviously, with Memphis and college football. Gave it out -4 last Thursday with the football package. They were able to get the job done. And that's just a little bit of a heads up, like when we release our football plays this Thursday. Go check them out and get them, because when you've been around this industry as long as I have and some of the other guys at Docs, you're going to be ahead of the line movement about 80% of the time. So check it out. I'll talk a little bit more about that on my video for Thursday, which will be released overnight Wednesday into Thursday's card, and we'll have a comp play from football available also on that next video. Real quick note, Indian Cowboy and I will be cutting our next football video on Wednesday, hopefully up by Wednesday night. If not, late Wednesday night, then by early Thursday morning. We had a chance to watch it last week. I want to say thanks to all of you who watched it. Not only watched it, but with the nice comments, both constructive and both compliments. We like them all. So anyway, check that out. It'll be Wednesday night, Thursday morning when we post that video. Myself and Indian Cowboy talking this week's football action, and we talk about every NFL game. So anyway, let's get to the comp play for today. The 2 college basketball plays, by the way, are both 4-unit plays for me on Wednesday, and they're both available on my homepage at DocSports.com. Plus 6,500 is the overall current run with college basketball going back to last March. And over the last 3 months, since mid-September, you can see the overall run there has produced $11,955, hitting 58%. With that well over 200 plays during this run. Let's get to the comp play. Looking at the clash in the Big East between Xavier and UConn. This game tipping off 7 p.m. Eastern time. You know, it wasn't that long ago when we were talking about UConn struggling in Maui, and what was Dan Hurley going to do? He was beside himself and obviously loses his temper at the drop of a hat. We saw that take place. His team wasn't playing their typical brand of pick and roll defense. Having said that, they lost by 2 points in one game, by 1 point in the other. And then by the time they got to that third game in 3 days against Dayton, they looked cooked and out of gas. It didn't take long for Dan Hurley to right the ship. Listen, they're not playing at last in another month or so, but they have beaten Baylor, Texas, and Gonzaga in their last 3 games. As far as the Musketeers, man, they're only 7 points from a 10-1 mark. But one of the 3 losses was a very ugly blowout loss to Michigan. That was on a neutral floor. Here's the problem for Xavier right now. Leading scorer and rebounder Zach Fremantle is out, and they're reporting for at least several weeks. He had 18 points. He had 7 boards in that 3-point loss to their inner-city rivalry Cincinnati last time out, but he suffered a knee injury, so he's out for a while, obviously out for this game. And he's really the only guy that I see on this team for Xavier that can hit the glass and also play a physical brand of basketball at the level that UConn normally plays. And I think that's really going to hurt them in this game against the Huskies. Comp play for Wednesday night is the UConn Huskies, and they're laying 13.5 everywhere on my line service right now, laying 13.5 over the Xavier Musketeers on Wednesday's card. And again, I'll be right back here late Wednesday night, early Thursday. We'll be looking at Thursday college football action. We'll be talking about what we got going with this week's football card. The bowl win last night takes us to 25-12, the last 37 at Doc. So we'll look to keep hot with the college bowls. If you like the videos, please click on the like button. Please subscribe. It does help us. The algorithms with YouTube, all that kind of good stuff. And we'll be right back here overnight Wednesday into Thursday. I'm Scott Spreitzer. Let's put them in the win column, everybody.